Hey there. Welcome into the Friday edition of Impact Over Attention. Great to see everybody today. My name is Jake Jordan. I'm the host. I'm the founder of Impact Over Attention, and I am the Chief Clarity Officer at Quirk Growth, where we help you put together messages that get you more clients. And we have turnkey for you to help you with your email, website, and social media so that you're really hitting those people with the message that they are looking for. And I'm a business coach with Business Made Simple University. I help people do two things: clarify their message and pick priorities and stick to them. So I'm glad you joined us today. Each Monday and Friday, we spend time talking about things that can make more impact in your business this week versus just chasing attention around like we tend to do. I'm guilty as anybody else is. We spend time many times thinking about how we can, make a splash, get in front of more people, get in front of more clients, do more things, when really what matters most is making an impact for your customer and your client, because that will get you the type of attention that you're looking for. So once again, happy Friday. Thanks for coming in today. Our subject this week has been how to delete more. How to delete something from your life, from your business. And on Monday, I talked with our guest, Michael Caldwell, and he is a business development president for a company in Florida. And one of the things that he talked about having to delete was his expectations, because he's come into a business development role in the last few months with a new company, a well-established, old family-run company. And you come into a new role, really tough to bring new ideas because you're building relationships, you're building trust, you're building the ability to make decisions and make recommendations that will actually be listened to with a brand new group of people. And talked about the struggles of creating relationships at the same time and still trying to make recommendations about removing things that weren't working anymore. And this is tough. Nobody knows better than me that trying to get things changed and removed can be really hard, especially if you don't have the relationships to back it. So that was a really fantastic talk that I had with Michael. So if you go back in my feed from this week and check out Monday's edition, you'll hear some really great nuggets from Michael. Michael's a fantastic thinker around relationships and how to maneuver those and communicate well in those. It was an awesome episode. So privileged to have really fantastic guests every week. Anyway, so Chandra, hey, thank you for connecting with me yesterday. It's great to see you. Ann Small, my superstar friend out in the comments, great to see you as well. Anybody else who's out there who hasn't commented yet, thank you so much for showing up. So what we're going to do is continue our conversation on deleting things this week. And yesterday, I was a guest on the Fanny Dunnigan show, who talks about content strategy and tips. She's a fantastic friend. Ann Small actually is her engagement specialist over there. And I was a guest and I was talking about how you can use frameworks and accountability to get more done. But what came up was one of the things that, a lot of people don't ever think about doing is they have to-do lists. People have to-do lists. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. But the problem is you tend to get overrun with how many items end up in your to-do list, or how many items you didn't get done yesterday, and so you have to roll them over to today, to today's to-do list. And that is just a never-ending hamster wheel. We just have way too much going on to be able, to be able to get in there and get all those things done on a regular basis. And so what happens is, instead of taking control of our day, we try and work harder and faster to get all our to-dos done, or we didn't all, right? So this is where the idea yesterday came up of a to-don't list, all right? So I'm going to talk about that here in a second, and I do have a YouTube channel. I will put it in the comments afterwards. This runs every Monday and Friday on my Facebook business page, my YouTube channel, and right here on LinkedIn. And so I'll make sure to get that into the comments as well. But if you just go over to YouTube and type in my name, Jake Jordan, you should be able to find it. Anyway, so that's what I was talking about, a to-don't list. So what's a to-don't list? Now, it would be easy to say, oh, well, it's things you don't want to do. You would be right. It's things you don't want to do. But you want to be strategic about that, right? So yesterday, I was actually talking about the Eisenhower Matrix, right? And the Eisenhower Matrix measures out things that are urgent versus things that are important. I'm going to bring that up here while we're sitting. I should have pulled that up, but you know, you don't always prepare like you want to. But Eisenhower, I'm having trouble spelling Eisenhower. That's not an easy one, is it? It's someone's name, not something you spell every day. So let's bring up this Eisenhower Matrix. So it has a place where you can decide what's urgent versus what's important. And there's 4 quadrants that you can put things in, right? So I'm gonna got me an image, sweet. Let's share the screen here. And I want to bring you in on this urgent is important because that's what's gonna help you decide what you should to don't. Chris, what's up, Chris Rivera? That is my StoryBrand buddy, StoryBrand certified guy, and he's also a business coach. But let's take a look at this together. And you should be seeing right here an Eisenhower Matrix, okay? So across the top, we have urgent and not urgent. Across the side, we have important and not important. So the things you always want to do first are the things that are very important to you accomplishing your goals. And urgent has to be done today. That's what really should make it your to-do list, honestly. When you have important things that aren't urgent, if you still have some extra room, you can fit those on your to-do list as well, right? So anything above this line that's important, whether it's urgent or not urgent, are things that are a good idea to put on a to-do list. But what we end up doing is putting these things below the line that are urgent and not important. Well, urgent, we have customer needs, we have things that have to get done because we forget about them. That's why we delegate them. We have other people besides ourselves do this activity because it needs to get done, but it may not be important to you in your role. And then here's this last box right here. Avoid or don't do it. It's not urgent. It's not important. Why are we even doing the thing? Well, we shouldn't. We shouldn't be doing the thing, my friends. And so here's what I'm saying. If you have something that you don't need to do today and it's not important to your goals, why are you doing it? What's the point? Why is it on your list? So that is your to-don't list. So here's some things that I wrote down for my to-don't list. And I have these on my whiteboard beside my desk. These are things I always have as to-don'ts. And the way I got to these particular is they were distracting me. They were things that were getting in my way and helping me be productive. They weren't serving me, even though I thought I needed to do them. So one of them for me is I don't check email till 9 a.m. And I know somebody just like freaked out. Somebody just slammed their desk. Somebody was like, what? Don't check it till 9 a.m.? Are you kidding me? It'll be there. You need to check it at 7:20 or 6:20 or 5:20. You need to get into your day, make sure you have your priorities set. You know, maybe do some yoga or go on a walk, you know, eat some breakfast, get your head right, right? Then emails will wait, right? One of the guys that I studied under and his performance camp a few years back is he said email is other people's priorities for your day. Man, that stung when I heard it the first time. Other people's priorities for my day is what your email inbox is. It's what other people want from you. Now, that may be important, but guess what? If it's important, it should already be on your board. You shouldn't have to rely on email to tell you what's important. It should be in your calendar. It should be in the daily planner. It should already be there. You don't need your email for that. So that's the first one that really freed me up is don't check my email till 9 a.m. And I only check email three times a day, 9, noon, and 4. Sometimes I only check it once a day when I have a heavy client and work day. So that's one thing that's on my to-don't list. A second thing that's on my to-don't list is to check my social media until my calendar tells me to. So I'm going to share with you here also something else that I do. And this is, let me put my list away here for a second. Pull up my calendar so you guys can see it. you're gonna think two things here. You're either going to say, oh my gosh, this guy is crazy. His calendar is so full. Or you're going to think, oh my gosh, I could never do that. And this is a light week for me, I'm going to tell you. All right, so here we go. We're going to share screen again. But I do not check my social media until my calendar tells me to do that. So here's my calendar. So look, here's today, right? I've got my Bible study when I wake up. I've got walk or workout or something. I do my book writing. And then I check social at 8:30 before email. How about that? Because when I check social, look, I have a plan. This is networking for me. This is business development. I'm replying to my comments on my posts. I'm replying to comments on guest appearances like yesterday. I'm commenting on influential people. That's what IP means. I'm commenting on influential people's posts, bring me business. I'm going to make an offer to someone of some kind, and I'm going to post about a weekly topic. So this week, what have we been talking about? We have been talking about things to delete, right? Delete things, right? So I don't social media until it tells me to, because it's important to me. Remember that matrix? But it's not urgent. I don't go away. And I typically do that twice a day. Okay, then the third thing on my to-don't list. Dun, dun, dun. Waste your morning. Don't waste your morning. Now, a lot of people, go back and forth about, I'm not a morning person. I'm a night person. I'm a night owl. Great. That's great. I just talk about mornings because most people, statistics show, it's something like 80, 75, 80%, somewhere in there. I'll have to look at those stats again. But most people have their highest capacity for thinking and doing tasks in the morning, an hour to 3 hours after they woke it up. So if you wake up at 6 a.m., 7 to 10 a.m. is your power hour. Don't waste it. Don't waste it. Use it to do the most important things for your day. Here's what I mean by that. Most important things for my day. Hey, Jennifer Henderson, how are you? It's good to see you. Rebecca Hansen. Just got off a great call with Rebecca Hansen. She's fantastic. Hey, Rebecca, it's great to see you. The to-don't list. We're talking about things that you don't want to do. Not a to-do list, a to-don't list. And it's waste your morning. And when I say waste your morning, you should be doing the top 2 or 3 things that you want to get done for your day, no matter what. So business development should probably be on. What's my plan for business development? Every morning between 7 and 10, I'm going to do some of that business development. Right now I'm writing a book, so it's book writing, right? And then number 3, it's got to be something around personal care, right? I want to go on a walk. I'm going to do a workout. I'm going to drink water. I'm going to do my Bible study. Those things have to happen. Here's the great thing. If I do nothing else the rest of the day, I can go to bed knowing I did what I needed to do to feed myself and to feed my business, right? Now, obviously, we have clients. We have work we have to do. If I'm in a job, I have to show up and I have to be there by 8 or 9 o'clock and I have to do work, right? Absolutely. But don't ever waste the time before you get to that deadline. That's the time that's best. No, trust me, I know. I've got kids, 15 and 12. There's morning routines, there's food, there's getting them off to school. My kids are homeschooled. There's getting them, into their curriculum. But here's the thing: is when you have those schedules set, that's something that you work in. It doesn't have to take up your entire 2, 3, 4 hours in the morning. So anyway, that's my 3 to-don'ts. So I'm curious, those of you all watching, what is something that you need to don't? Tell me in the comments, what's something you need to don't do? I want to know something today that you can take into this weekend and think about next week. What can I not do next week that's distracting me from what I want to get done? I want to get something accomplished, right? So yes, Rebecca, power to the homeschooling parent. I love it. I love homeschooling. There's so many great things. Don't get me started. But homeschooling is fantastic. So yeah, tell me out there in the comments. I'd love to know. What is it that you find that specifically, not just, I need to get distracted less. Okay, that's great, but let's name it. Let's find something that's distracting you, and let's find a way to put it on your don't list, right? So, a whiteboard's really helpful for me because I'm visual, and it stares at me all day. Or another great trick I learned, let's see this here, is, look, this is our mission at Quirk. 100 business leaders will grow their cause by the end of 2021 because we help them find clarity and purpose. Use things around you to remind you what you should do and what you should not do, right? All right, Ann Small, here we go. I need to schedule my time on social media. It is a booger. And Ann Small does social media for a living. She's a strategist. She's a LinkedIn strategist. So she spends time on social media. But here's the thing, right? Here's the differentiator. She could be working on a client's work for them, but that doesn't mean she's on social media on her profile talking to people and networking, right? Or just getting lost in the feed or just having a good time, right? You schedule that time so that, you know, you can spend time doing things that are actually going to grow your business. So that's a great one, man. That was such a massively huge thing when I built that into my day. It freed up so much of my day. And then, you know, on my phone, I also have the digital well-being kind of app built into the phone, or you can download them, where literally it won't let you into the apps that you don't want to be in, like social media, certain hours of the day. It's that simple. So when I pick up my phone and start scrolling to my apps, guess what's grayed out? Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, all those. Can't get to them. Let's see. Jennifer, totally having a balanced day is very important. Balanced, I think, is a vague word. Balanced means a lot of things to a lot of people. Balanced for me means I take a lot of breaks, I drink a lot of water, and I get my highest priority things done, but I still take the time to answer client questions, talk to my teammates, you know, things like that. That's balanced to me. So what's balanced to you, Jennifer? Tell me more about what balanced would look like to you. Let's see. Braden, what's up, man? Can't wait to chat with you next week. I use the save feature on LinkedIn to save posts and articles to view and respond to at a scheduled time. Oh my gosh, that is such a fantastic hack. When I found that feature, Braden, where I could save posts, it was such a game changer for me because, you know, I don't know if you saw earlier, Braden, I showed my schedule on my calendar, right? I'm actually, you know what, I'm going to copy that. I love that. And I haven't been doing that like I should. So I'm gonna show you right here. We're just gonna do some work together while we're sitting here, because that's really why we're here, is to help each other out, right? So here's my social planner, right? When I check social during the day, these are my applications. These are the things I got to do, right? So I'm just gonna go in here, and I'm even gonna credit you, Braden, because I want to remember that you were the dude that helped me with this. Mark posts I want to comment on later. And not mark, save them. Seeing my terrible typing this morning. Sorry about that. Braden's the man. Love it. There it is. This is why we're here. We're here to help each other out and talk about that stuff. So here we go. Love that. Jennifer, you got another one. Schedule specific time for content creation for the week. Yes, absolutely. Fanny, whose show I was on yesterday, is really a big advocate of that. I am as well. I can't do the monthly stuff that she talked about. I have a hard time coming up with that much content. So I do mine weekly on Saturdays. I'll just frame out what my content is for the week, where it's going to go, and just understand, you know, what I'm going to talk about for the week, where I'm going to place it, and what offer or call to action I'm going to put in each one of my posts. And that is such a huge time saver because I don't know about you, but coming up with content has a lot of implication to it, has a lot of tentacles, right? And so it's easy to get caught up to into those sort of things. And we got another one, another to note. Not saying yes to every person that wants to have a one-on-one meeting. There needs to be time put aside and criteria on who you want to meet with. Oh man, so good, Ann, so good. Now, I love that you said not just time, but criteria, right? So there's a book I read, and I'm not going to be able to remember which one it was, but it said, don't ever take meetings with your team agenda. Don't refuse unless there's an agenda and a time limit. So same idea. If I'm going to take a one-on-one with someone, I want to know why I'm going to be there, what we hope to accomplish, and when it's going to be done. Because if you've ever done this in a sales conversation and say, hey, I just want you to know that, you know, I heard this and it seems like there might be a fit. Would it be okay if we talked about this more? Would it be okay if you said no and I said no at the end of this call? Is it okay if we tell each other no and can still be friends? Yes. So when you set frameworks, people step in with comfort and trust and know that things are going to get done. So I love that one. That's very, very good. Love that so much. Let's see, going through here. Who else? Who else got comments? Korean, hey all. Let's see. I know I saw something else in here. Okay. And thanks for finding that for me. I do channel. If it's easier to watch me on YouTube, you can go right there. YouTube.com/C for channel /Jake Jordan. Thank you for finding that. Let's see. Canva. Yes, and that's another thing that helps us in our content game is Canva. Canva Pro is a great content calendar. I have not used their calendar, but I have Canva Pro. Probably look into that. So anyway, that is our subject today. Delete things. So as you go into your weekend, Sunday nights is when I pre-plan. It's when I lay out my week. I have an activity where I actually take people through their own obituary. It's part of our Quirk services that we offer. So if you're ever interested, feel free to reach out to me directly and I can let you know when we're scheduling our next call. But when you know what you want to be known for, and you can build projects to get to those things that you want to be known for, it makes it so much easier to pre-plan and go, these are the things that are important to me this week, and here's some things I need to not do because I know they're going to get in the way. So hopefully that's helpful. Let me know how I can serve you moving forward. I'm always looking for people to interview. I like every week to at least interview one person, Monday or Friday, about our subject for the week. Like this week we had Michael Caldwell. Last week we had the awesome Jamie Cohen. So go check out those episodes if you didn't get a chance to. But if you know somebody who would be a good guest, who just likes to chat for 15 or 20 minutes about something that we all deal with, we're always looking for that. So Jennifer, you said a balanced day for me entails care, meditation, growing my business, and serving my clients. That's great. Do you have those written anywhere, Jennifer? Do you have maybe 4 squares? Write that on 4 squares on a piece of paper or 4 squares on a whiteboard somewhere. And when you're writing your to-do list, go, do they fit in this bucket? Be a great way to keep using that, right? Let's see. Braden, this isn't a to-don't, but it's a general rule. Make or return outreach phone calls while going on a walk, combining tasks that are compatible. I love combining tasks. That's great, man. Braden, I love that. A lot of people I like to walk when I talk. It's one of those things. I joke that you are either a walking phone person or a person. It's just one of those things in life, right? So that's funny. So if you need help with any of this, here's my call to action today. Here's what I'm offering to you if you're interested. So I have a pay what you want accountability group. That means if you want to pay $1, if you want to pay $1,000, that's up to you. You invest in yourself. But here's what we do. For 30 days, you get a worksheet and you pick one goal. And then every single day, yep, I said it, every single day, but only for 60 seconds. Home base. You come to our group and you say, I'm here and I'm doing this today. Count me present. And it's just an accountability group. Now, the fantastic things, I don't know if anybody has been part of an accountability group before, but the people are the power. When you get around other people who are working hard to accomplish something in 30 days, this magic happens and you all just grow together. It's amazing. And then I offer some, handy tips, hopefully, every day via email. But literally, you can touch home base once a day for 60 seconds and keep working on that. And it's an amazing experience. One of the best things I did last year. So I'm going to bring up a slide here. There we go. So if you want to join me, here's the link to do that to make it easy. It's bit.ly/30 days apply. No spaces there. And that's Fanny. She joined last time. That's a testimonial there that you could see when you go to the page. So if you want to have an amazing next 30 days, right there, bit.ly/30 days apply. And I would love to have you. The group officially launches on Monday, but you can start any day you want. Any day you want, because it's the next 30 days of your life is when your 30 days starts. All right, thanks a bunch for joining me today. I really appreciate you all showing up and being in the comments and talking. Thanks for all the great comments. Anne, Chandra, Rebecca, Braden, Jennifer, Chris, I saw you. If I missed anybody, Nope, looks like that's who our commenters were today. Love having you all here. Come join me Monday, and we will talk about something else. I haven't picked the subject for the week, but we'll be back Monday with hopefully some more helpful stuff for you. And have a fantastic Friday. Love seeing you here, and make who you are this weekend. Thanks, y'all.